What's up, guys? Welcome to Superwise. I'm John, and the Netflix Marvel shows are officially moving to Disney+. In the last couple of weeks, there have been concerns about these Netflix Marvel shows because it was revealed that they were leaving Netflix, which caught a lot of us by surprise because they're Netflix shows that have been on there since the beginning. So the fact that they were leaving and we didn't know where they were headed, that was a huge thing. There was some speculation that they would be going to Hulu, and that was a reasonable theory because these Netflix Marvel shows are TVMA. They are serious and dark and mature. So them going to Hulu made sense, but they're officially moving to Disney+. We already knew that they were going to Disney Plus in the UK and Canada, but we didn't know about the US. Well, now we know. All of it. It's all moving to Disney Plus. The shows will be on Disney Plus March 16th, and also there will be a new feature for parental controls, which makes sense because these are mature shows. I'm very happy and excited for this change because, one, you're diversifying Disney Plus's content. I get that it is a primarily family-friendly streaming service, but it's nice to have a little variety, and having the option of parental controls is logical, and I think it's a genius move. Plus, there's an added bonus that you now have the option to make certain MCU projects rated R. Now, you can't just make every project rated R because the MCU is pretty much for all audiences. It is, to a point, family-friendly. But for characters who really need that R rating, that mature rating, you can give it to them now. Save for like Daredevil and Punisher, specifically Punisher, because Jon Bernthal doesn't want to do a watered-down PG-13 version of Punisher, which is completely valid because Punisher is, hardcore. So now you can work the situation where you can bring him back, you can do a continuation of his show, have him keep that dark, gritty, mature tone and vibe to it, and then if you want to put him in the MCU canon movies, sure, you could do PG-13, so you have a nice balance. You can work this situation. Daredevil, you necessarily don't need that rated R rating. I mean, I love seeing it, but let's say if Disney Plus wanted to continue that show, you could, and then when you bring him into the movies, you could water him down a little bit. There's a working of this situation. You really can make this work. And now that Disney Plus owns these shows, you can do a direct continuation. You can do straight up Daredevil Season 4. Do I think they'll do that? I think at the very least they'll do a soft reboot, but you can call it Daredevil Season 4, for instance. I just think that this is a great opportunity to keep the tone and vibe of these Netflix Marvel shows, and then when you have them in the movies, you can make them work in that atmosphere. I really do love how there's this option now. And also this goes for newcomer characters. Like, what if Disney and Marvel Studios wanted to do a rated R Werewolf by Night special? Like, we know that special is coming. What if they wanted to make it full-blown horror, full-blown Halloween special, rated R? Like, they could do that now if they wanted. So I just think this opens up the door for a lot of opportunities. Use the rating when you have to, but it's just nice to have that option. And you could continue these Netflix Marvel shows with that same tone if you wanted to. For some characters like Daredevil, you don't need that rated R tone, but keeping it, that'd be fun. Iron Fist, you don't need a rated R tone for that. I'd love to see him in Shang-Chi too. That'd literally be the perfect opportunity to reintroduce this character. But the question is, the big one, is that are these shows legit 100% canon? Because if Disney Plus puts these shows under Marvel Legacy, then they're basically saying, we're going to use the same actors from these shows, but we're going to do a soft reboot of sorts. Or they can put these shows in the legit MCU chronological order, like will Daredevil go after Avengers? I'm very curious to see what these shows' placement are on Disney+, but regardless, I think this is really cool, really genius. Just don't get too carried away with it. Only use the rating when you have to, and I'm excited. I'm excited that they're on Disney Plus, and maybe we get continuations of these characters. Like, I love Mike Coulter's Luke Cage. Please bring him back. Bring back the show, or do an Iron Fist Luke Cage show together, or introduce him in the movies. I don't know, but just introduce him. And, you know, we've talked about this time and time again on the channel, how Disney Plus is probably most likely going to be reviving Daredevil in a new show, in a soft reboot, in a direct continuation. We won't officially know yet. Like, nothing's confirmed. It's going to be very interesting. And let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. What do you think about these shows officially moving to Disney Plus? Do you think they'll be canon? Do you think we'll get continuations of these shows? And do you want to see rated R MCU content? Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. Please remember to like, share, comment, and subscribe. That'll be all for me. Remember my catchphrase, guys. Stay super wise.